All right, let's bring in former DOJ prosecutor Jim Trusty. Jim, great to have you kick things off for us this morning. So we're told this is reaching a critical stage. What do you see happening next?
Color me skeptical. I actually think there's a lot of questions from the reporting yesterday about what's going on. One thing is, it sounds like we're trotting out a guilty plea, not necessarily an indictment. And there's a big difference, right? If there's a guilty plea, you can actually just file an information as the prosecutor that alleges the very narrow facts that you're going to make the guy plead guilty to. So I'm very concerned when you talk about a tax case and maybe a gun case, and this would be a very dinky gun case, frankly, that the guideline numbers are going to be low. It's going to deflate everything into a little silo for Hunter Biden and for a very sympathetic story about addiction. Just one other thought on that, Sandra. There was this open fretting, apparently, by prosecutors on the case that his drug addiction, Hunter Biden's drug addiction, was somehow a defense to a bunch of white-collar crimes. That is ludicrous. It can be a mitigator, it can be a defense when you have something involving like spur-of-the-moment action. But for months and years of financial transactions, drug addiction is a non-starter. But if they're even floating it out there, it tells me we might have a very sympathetic plea agreement coming in the near future.
Very interesting. A couple of things here, Jim. Help me understand the law. If it's a tax violation and you pay back the taxes, oftentimes judges go lenient on you. However, this foreign lobbying violation, that could, if found guilty on a charge such as that, tie him directly to the President of the United States, could it not? Because if he's working in other countries and other companies overseas.
Sure, it could. I mean, factually, there's a lot of big questions about not just Hunter Biden, but other people in the family. And what you're not hearing at all out of Delaware is the word conspiracy. 80%, 90% of white-collar cases involve a conspiracy charge, which by definition means you're looking outside a single person's action. It's not sounding like that from the rumor mill so far. So again, I think it looks like a very contained and friendly potential agreement coming on the horizon. I'm reading the tea leaves. I'm hoping I'm kind of wrong, but that's what I'm seeing so far.
Okay, all right, go Smitty.
Flashback to then candidate Biden saying he never spoke to his son about these foreign business dealings. Here it is.
Hey, pals, Dad. It's 8:15 on Wednesday night. If you get a chance, give me a call. Nothing urgent. Just want to talk to you. I thought the article, at least the thing online, that's going to be printed tomorrow in the Times, was good. I think it's clear.
And then there was this. Play that out.
How many times have you ever spoken to your son about his overseas business dealings?
I've never spoken to my son about his overseas business dealings. I have never discussed with my son or my brother or anyone else anything having to do with their businesses, period.
So obviously the voicemail we heard more recently, but you flash back to 2019, and he has said over and over again that he never had these discussions. Knowing this investigation is ongoing, what does it look like at this stage, Jim?
Well, the part about the president's denials were already kind of implausible, right? I mean, it's hard to imagine a father doesn't engage in any conversation with his son, particularly while they're flying on Air Force Two halfway across the world for business deals. So it never really rang as a particularly authentic comment. That voicemail, again, to have a comment from the president, or at the time vice president, saying, "I think you're in the clear," is the kind of language that a prosecutor, an independent prosecutor, would actually make poster board out of. That would be in front of the grand jury every day saying this was conspiratorial action, this was a pay-to-play scheme, this was more than one participant. But again, whether we're going to see that and whether there's going to be an integrity test passed by the Attorney General on this issue at all is a big if.
Appreciate the analysis. Thank you, Jim. Nice to see you again. Again, just want to emphasize no final decision has been made according to the sources that we have. Jim Trusty, thanks.
Thank you, Jim.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.